it's Tracy. I hope you guys are doing great today. Ooh, got a lot going on. So anyway, I just got out of my meeting and we had such an awesome time today. I love my group and my leader, and I love the topic that we talked about today, which was think, feel, do. The things we think about affect how we feel, and then of course that affects what we end up doing. If you watched my video last week, you saw that I had a maintain. I didn't lose, I didn't gain, but I stayed the same, and I wasn't super excited about that. My Fitbit got it on my dress today. I am just a mess today. Anyway, I was okay with that, and I was determined that I was going to take this week and run with it, do the very best that I could. Kind of come out of, I wasn't in a funk, but I was in like a, I don't know, maybe you could call it a stupor, I guess. Just at that place where you kind of been doing the same thing over and over again, and so I said, all right, I need to do something to reinvigorate, reconnect with everything. I haven't been doing so good with wanting to move, just activity. I wish I could come and say, oh my goodness, I got my will back and I exercised so much this week. I didn't. I exercised one time this week, but I felt really good about that. I was able to get my mom involved and help try to break that pattern of just a really super sedentary lifestyle for her. So I'm excited about planning some things out for next week and really committing. I don't really want to overly focus on exercise right now. I really want to deal with my addictive personality. So I think a lot of us who are struggling through with weight and obesity have addictive personalities, whether we realize we do or not. And so I don't want to do anything anymore with my weight loss journey that will cultivate addiction. Some people say, well, that's great, set a new addiction to exercise, and that's fantastic, but I don't want to be addicted to anything. So I am really trying to focus in on doing all the parts of the Weight Watchers program within its limits. So if 30 minutes of exercise a day will get me to 10,000 steps, which everybody's on this 10,000 step thing, I am too. I've got my Fitbit right here, right? Then fantastic. If that 30 minutes of exercise plus the normal activity and walking around that I do in my daily life will get me there, great. But if it doesn't, I don't care about that anymore. I'm not going to focus in on that. I'm not going to focus in on trying to do Weight Watchers and low carb as well. Because what I'm finding is a lot of the things that I've told myself that I have to do, I don't have to do it. I'm overdoing it. And I'm obsessing about things that are not necessary in order for me to see a good result at the end of the week and on that scale and in the way my clothes feel. My NSV is what I realized, brownie brittle. I think I was sharing last week about how I bought a bag of brownie brittle last week, and then I took it home immediately, used my brand new scale that I was so excited about, portioned it out into 1 ounce servings, and I had like 6 1 ounce servings. And I realized in my meeting that something happened that's never happened before in my entire life. I love brownie brittle, like a bag never lasts, but I had a small tiny portion when I was coming home from the store that we bought it at. I had a bag early in the morning, and then I had another one later on that evening when I realized I needed to use up some points. I never went back to the pantry and pulled out another one of those bags. That is amazing, and that is exciting because it tells me that I can enjoy a little bit of something that I love so much and it not have that pull on me that I've got to eat the entire thing. So that's progress. That's super progress for me. That's very exciting. So I want to get to this today. Last week, like I said, I had to maintain, wasn't super excited about it, but I did not change anything, which is my habit. I did not obsess about anything. I just, once again, I think my grounding statement in this whole Weight Watchers journey is going to be trust the program. Don't super under eat points. Don't, say, oh, I can't have any of my weeklies. I can't eat all my weeklies. Just trust the program that you can eat and live your life, enjoy the type of food you like, and that the program will work. And it works. Hopefully you can see that. This week I had a 1.8 loss. 1.8 loss. I did nothing crazy, nothing obsessive, nothing out of the ordinary. I didn't get 7,000 steps. I didn't do any of that. I didn't overdrink water. I just did the program. So I am delighted, just delighted that I can just live my life, follow this program the way it's written, and see results. So if you are out there and you are struggling, and those tapes in your head that maybe are just like the ones that I had in my head that say that you need to do something obsessive, or you need to do something extra to try to make this program work, just follow the program. And I truly believe that you're going to see the results that you want. And then also we had another little revelation little revelation while in the meeting too. We were talking about what happens when the scale doesn't do what you want it to do on the subject of think, feel, and do. When you get on that scale and it doesn't show you the number that you're looking for, what do you think? Do you think, oh, well, I'll see it next week? Or do you start beating yourself up about how you could have done something better? Blah, 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 blah. Well, we got into the subject of the progress chart and how we can reframe those thoughts of thinking I did something bad, or I could have done better, blah, 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 all those things. How come I didn't have an amazing loss this week? But if you look at in the Weight Watchers app, on the journey, or any weight tracker that you may be using, and I only know of one person out here in the community that seems to have this line that's just descending, and kudos to her. That's fantastic. Nothing against her, but it's not a normal thing. I very, very rarely see that. That's awesome. God bless you. That's fantastic. I hope that when the day comes that stops, or if it does, I don't know, maybe it might not stop. It might stop and the gains come. I hope that won't really mess with her psyche and throw her off. I'm praying and hoping that won't be the case. But I know for every single other person that I've seen on a weight loss journey, their thing goes like this. The progress chart goes up and then it goes down, and then it goes up and then it goes down, and then goes up and goes down. But look at that. Doesn't that look like on an EKG? Doesn't that look like a heartbeat? And to me, I just think of those weeks when we gain as it's proof that we're alive. It's proof that we're still in this journey, and that next week, if we have a spike this week, we'll probably go right back down the next week. All right, so anyway, I'm going to get off my soapbox today. I'm very excited. In summary, 1.8 loss this week, bringing me to a Weight Watchers total of 12.4 pounds, and bringing me to my own personal total. I started at 320. Today I weighed in, actually on the Weight Watchers scale, 299.6, and at home I weighed in at 284. I'm sorry, 298.4. So I have to do that math. I wish I had that math right now. I believe it's like a 21.4 pound loss or something like that. So anyway, regardless, I had a fantastic day on the scale. Sorry this is such a mess. I just wanted to get it done and just share scale victories with you today. So I hope you guys do awesome this week on the scale, and I'll be checking in with you as best I can. Enjoy your Super Bowl weekend. If I can get another video in tomorrow or anytime during the weekend, I'll do so, but be thinking and sending me positive vibes. I have a huge test to study for while helping with photo shoots this weekend and celebrations for Super Bowl. So lots going on. And I'll definitely see you back Monday. Bless you.